What's going on, guys? Just a quick video today. I'm going to show you how to replace the window regulators on your Honda Element. I recently picked these up from Maxpeedingrods, and this is a pair of the electric window regulators for the Honda Element. I'm really excited that I've always used their coilovers and other parts. I've been sponsored. I love that they're starting to make a lot of just replacement parts that we need for our vehicles. So it's going to be one of them. I'm going to get these pulled off on my car and get them changed out. So about 2 weeks ago, I was on my way to work and I rolled the windows down when it's hot out to just clean out some of the air. And I was trying to roll the window back up, and all of a sudden, just whoa, this thing slammed to the bottom. I thought maybe it had fallen off track, but that wasn't the case. It was perfectly fine. But I could see in there the regulator, like the little, I don't know what broke, but you could see the little wiring which loops around in the gear. It was no longer bringing the window back up. So I went ahead and this is just for now. I wanted to just secure the window. I put some safety wire and just kind of mounted it up there, pulled the panel off, but decided to do both. Why not? They're super easy to get the door panels off. I'm gonna run you through that really quickly. And we're just gonna get both changed. That way it's not a question of how long they'll last. Hopefully they'll just last for a significant amount of years again. I can imagine these are probably the OEM ones, 21 years old. We'll get those changed out. I'll show you how to do that. First off is getting this little panel removed. I like to use a little screwdriver, pry it in here from the side. And then if you pry out and up, you'll pop this little clip out. Next is the corner one. This one you can just kind of pull at. Almost too easy. It just came right off. This one essentially just has these two little clips here, and it's mainly the one on top which just pops it straight out. Next, your speaker cover. You can usually just kind of pry in here, your fingers. That'll pop straight out, little cushioned pieces. There's a couple of plastic like pieces that protrude with metal clips. That's all that holds that in. But then you need to get your speaker removed. So whatever screws may be holding yours in, mine has these three because I have some aftermarket speakers in here. Go ahead and get all three of those removed. Put my knee there so I can just hold the speaker up. And then however yours may be plugged in, just get those removed. Behind the door panel, there's a little plastic panel. Use a screwdriver, flathead, to pry that forward. And then you have two Phillips head screws in here, you'll see once you get the panel removed. Once those are removed, you need to pull this out a little bit. You see this little clip? You need to lift this one up a little bit over the metal rod. Just like that. And then lift the metal rod out of the plastic. Probably easier if I come from below. Just like that. Now the door handle comes out. Go ahead and unplug that. If you hold here and then pull, I'm going to need two hands to get that guy off. And your door handle is now free. And on the door panel right here, I'm not sure what's up with mine. Looks like it's like kind of floating inside there. I'm not sure how it got stuck. Let me see if I can somehow get this thing off. Well, mine, it's not supposed to go in there, but it did. Maybe my door panel is broken a little bit there. It slid down. Get that screw removed. Once that screw's out, you can just start pulling from the bottom. It'll pop all the little clips out. Slide it up over the handle there. Okay, so before disconnecting your window switch, let's lower the window. So this side, it's obviously not working, so I can just move it up and down by hand. But if you are replacing it before you get to that point, we need to be able to get the window to right here. That way we can get access. These two 10mm bolts are what hold the window to the regulator. So depending on your situation, roll it down to here and then get those removed. We're going to want to remove the power window locks. Those two clips, they're basically right here. It's the same concept where you got to squeeze in and pull it out. This one, you squeeze in on this one right there and slide it out. That way you can get the door panel completely pulled away from the door. Now, if your door still has this, we're gonna want to get around it somehow. I think I want to leave it as much as possible. So let me start getting at the regulator itself. And then what we can do, let me show you what. Maybe just hold the window with your hand. I like to slide it up somewhere and then 2x4, whatever. Something you can put in here. It'll keep it out of your way. I'll put another one on this side too. Let me see if that one stays. I only need one. But I guess this side's even better. I'm just gonna put those in there. That way the window doesn't fall to the bottom because we need to get the window regulator out. And yeah, you can see all of it. So you have these, there's 4 here. These are for the actual rail itself. Try not to forget what order they're in. I don't know if it matters, but I noticed like this one was so this is a little shorter. Maybe not. So on the other side, I'd already messed with it. One was a little shorter. Maybe they just didn't have the correct hardware. Those are the same. Let me double check the top too. These might be the ones. So the silver. Okay, so it was these two. I'm sorry, the top and the silver one on the closer to the right side was a little bit taller. I don't know if it would really matter, but just for reference. And then remove these 3 also. Slides down off of that little plastic clip. And then figure out a way to kind of feed this one out. Now it looks like there's another one here maybe. Oh yeah, there's 2 little clips holding the wiring harness on. Comes the rail almost first. This wire is in the way here. then out through the door. All right, and just determine which side goes where. This is the original one, the Mitsuba Japan. I imagine that is original from when the vehicle was produced. This is the replacement aftermarket Maxpeedingrods. Looks like it's identical in design. Let's check wiring harness. Looks perfectly fine. Let's try to feed this guy in, get it bolted up real quick. I'm gonna run you through that also. Get here. Now I've got extra space, yeah. So that's what I was talking about with just getting you started. They do line up perfectly fine. Just trying to get them started by hand. Arms. Should we get behind it? The window's kind of way. Good. Put a shorty on there. I'll take them all the way. We don't have to time all the way, like you just around. We'll get lined up. With the two lined up. We'll do the rest. Drop my bolts into the window. Down. So check. What do we do? Maybe plug in. Maybe plug the door panel back in if we need the regulator to bring the window back up. Sometimes the door panel just power window switches. Whoops. Bring it up, wait into the holes, and then ready for an elevator. You take it off. That's the window now attached. And someone sits right on the regulator on himself up. If you want to, it's going to take a little plastic clip out. You can bring this one back out, plug it in the way it was. And then let's test it to make sure it should be fine. Let's see what we're down right now. Perfect. All right. And so at this point, you can just go ahead and start plugging in your door panel. And these little clips, some I broke, unfortunately. Maybe I'll just put a zip tie around there now to hold it there. Same with this one, I broke it off. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I'm still gonna put a zip tie just to stop it from rattling, potentially making noise in there. And go ahead and get it reassembled. Put that back on, all the reverse order of the screws and everything. It's really easy from here, and you're done. And there you go, guys. Pretty easy install. It's not too difficult getting these in there. Door panels are easy to remove on these elements. The window regulators were perfect in size and fit. Good price. These are only $62 for the pair. You can buy an individual one for $37, but for me it was about just change both. Let's be done with it. And they are set to go now. They're nice and smooth. I don't have any issues with mine at all. And I'm hoping these give me some good longevity out of them. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for Maxpeedingrods. Once again, loving all the products that they're making and taking care of me with. And we'll see you guys soon. Take it easy.